Hey everybody, welcome to the latest Angel Dogs Tarot Pick a Card reading. I'm so happy to have you all here. I hope you're doing really well. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Today our reading is what will your social circle look like next year? So real soul tribe vibes coming through today in this energy already to start with. So for pile number one, we have got King. And your charm to help draw you in is a foot. Fascinating. That came out in my Pisces only reading today. And these charms go back, as you can see, there are plenty of them. So I'm not looking when I'm drawing this. So that has come out twice today. And we have got for pile number two, if you turn the card over, we've got Thief. And we have got a web here. Spider's web. And for pile number three, we have got Mediator. And your charm is a key. And keys are repeatedly coming out in readings over the last few days on my Pisces channel. So if any of you vibe with the Pisces energy, you don't have to be a Pisces or even have a significant Pisces placement. If you just vibe with a deep intuitive energy, there's some incredible shifts going on in that kind of deep, intuitive, spiritually aligned energy. So you might be interested in checking out my readings if they resonate on the other channel, because keys have been really, really featuring a lot. And this foot came out today, so there seems to be a lot of tie-in. Anyway, let us get on with these readings for Angel Dogs. And if you need a bit more time, please press pause. Otherwise, we will see you in your readings. Hey, pile number one, welcome to your reading. You chose this card of King and this foot here. And it says light attributes, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge, and shadow attributes, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without constraint. So straight away, what's coming through for you is that this is what will your social circle look like next year, but we're just going to focus on what's going on in your energy right now and why there might be a transition or what might be leading to a change. So there's a few things coming up. These are general readings, so please take what resonates. For some of you, you might be in a situation, it could be a social circle, but it could be, I'm getting some work vibes coming through here as well, but work vibes can be, you know, it's part of our social life is being at work. Where you have somebody who's quite dominant, like they're very good at putting their foot in it, and it's something that you don't find comfortable, and you're considering either setting up a community, a group, or moving to a work environment, or creating an environment for people who want to do something work-wise maybe, who are free to come and go. There's like a freedom, you can express yourself, you can step in and out and step in and out. So it feels like you're going to be moving from what feels like quite a controlling situation to quite a free situation, and you could be leading that yourself. You could end up being the leader of a social circle, where currently the social circle that you interact with, or this particular social circle that you interact with, has somebody who is controlling, and they just keep putting their foot in it, and you're fed up with that. So in a year's time, that is definitely going to shift. It could be that you've just decided to move forward and take ownership of this social circle yourself. We've got a lot of light coming in today. I'm going to have to roll with it because I'm not really able to do much about it. Okay, so we've got some oracle cards to start with. We have got, with my thoughts, I co-create with the universe. Yeah, you're wanting to be a guiding light, or you're wanting a more energy and expansive guiding light in your life. And we have got, I'm calm and safe in the midst of chaos. And we have got, I hear, speak, and express my truth. Yeah, pile number one, this is really clear already. The current situation, and then we'll move to what it's going to look like in a year's time. But you have a vision, you can rise above, you're working or engaged in, or keep coming up against somebody in your social circle, or in the circle that you hang out and spend a lot of time with. As I said, it could be work. Somebody who just puts obstacles in the way. Everything they do just seems to be it's hard. Victim energy, controlling energy, lack, sacrifice, arrogance, just in general, just somebody who's just really hard work. And you want to find more peace. You can see that there's a better way. Look at you. You can climb up onto the mountain and see that there's light. You can actually rise above and soar above the obstacles. You're holding your hand up saying, please, can I have something that's a little bit more free flowing? And that is definitely going to be on its way to you. Okay, so your social circle in a year's time is going to feel and look and be much more expansive. You're going to be in tune and connecting with people who just get a bigger picture, who don't put obstacles in the way. They don't say no before they say yes. They say, wow, yes, let's work out how to do it. So you're a problem solver, I think, pile number one. I think you're very good at just identifying solutions, flowing towards them, as opposed to constraint. This card is sitting here at an angle. It wants to come up. As I rest in the sacred womb, I heal. Okay, so over the course of the next year, I'm going to put that one. It feels like there's a bit of healing that you need to do. I think this person has been quite, and I do think there's one particular person who's just been really quite hard work. It could be in any kind of circumstance, and they've kind of set you back. I think they've made you pretty miserable. You've maybe retreated, or you're just saying, look, life just needs to be more fun and more free. But I think you've kind of been infected by their energy, not just affected by it. And perhaps they've put their foot in it once too many times for you. And there's a transition period, I think, that kind of is about you gathering your inner strength. It's about finding your light. It's about reconnecting to what you really, really, really want, rising above the challenge that you have. So this person puts challenges in the way, but there's a challenge that seems to be coming through here, pile number one, that perhaps there's an obstacle that you need to overcome, which is moving away from this person's control in whatever form that means. And that might mean letting go of other people that you don't like being around, or maybe maybe there's a group of you who are kind of ready to move beyond this particular person. But it seems that this is a real obstacle for you. It's actually causing you to retreat into yourself, and this person is causing you perhaps to become quite affected and infected by their what's the right word? Lack of integrity, just lack of thought. They just seem very thoughtless. Okay, so organization, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. Yeah, you're a problem solver. Okay, you will in a year's time be in a group that's much more free flowing. I feel like I actually almost, you know what, I almost want to take this person out of the equation. I'm gonna draw another attribute and see what we've got in a year's time. Let's see. Liberator. You can't make it up if you tried, can you? All right, you're going to feel much more liberated. I love that. Okay, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. This is where you're heading from this person. And confidence. By earth, air, and water and fire, I let my confidence take light, burn higher. Take flight almost, although that says take light, there's a take flight. You just need a bit of confidence to move beyond this person. And you have that confidence. You definitely have it inside of you. It's there. I can feel it in your energy. That one's on the bottom. Milk and honey. You're moving towards a land of milk and honey. That's Tober's sign, rainbow. Watch out for dreams from Tober. He will be guiding you. That one's sitting on the top, wants to come out. Observer. Okay, so some advice here then. It feels like it's starting to come out. I'm going to take this person off the board. Don't like them. Don't want them. You're ready to move above and move to a land of milk and honey. You need perhaps a little bit of healing. I'm going to take that off as well. You'll know that you need to do that. Just be gentle on yourself and observe what you do and don't like. There's some light shining on that. It's time to liberate yourself from this situation, and have the confidence to do that. And it's about organization. It's about observing. It's about taking your time. Instead of going head on with this person, it might be about going round this person, or just finding, just making, as soon as you make the decision that you want better for yourself, better will start to come along. It's like, I'm going to put that back on. It's like taking the first step. I'm going to get another charm for you as well. taking that first step to make the decision to liberate yourself from the control of this person will start to make things flow. And we got a snowflake. Yeah, it's recognizing just how incredible you are. Like this, the snowflake, it's kind of got this reputation of being a little bit of a soft energy, but it's not. It's actually a real unique energy. It's only there. You're only there for your lifetime. Don't let this person's energy damage and melt your uniqueness. Okay, so we have got some advice then coming through. We have got the Page of Wands. We have got the Sun. We have got the Five of Swords. We have got the Ace of Pentacles. We have got Justice. We have got the Three of Pentacles, and we have got the Eight of Swords. Love these cards. Okay, pile number one. The Page of Wands here, taking action to liberate yourself, to move towards joy. That is the first thing that's going here, is taking that first step. It's just setting the intention that you want to be free of this particular social circle, but not necessarily the social circle itself, but this person within that social circle. That might mean, it might mean moving the social circle itself, but there's conflict and you might have some indecision about that. You might have some internal conflict, but is the internal conflict worse than the external conflict? Because we've got the Eight of Swords here as well, which is feeling stuck and feeling helpless. And these two cards together are basically saying this is the challenge. It's like, how much of this feeling stuck is in your head and its confidence, and how much is it that this there's a fear of moving beyond perhaps a group that you understand or you get. But if this person isn't ever going to go away in a hurry, sometimes we just have to liberate ourselves, because the joy, is there a joy in more like collaboration, more opportunity, more balance, a balanced way of being, a freer, more balanced approach. So as soon as you make the decision to liberate yourself, you're going to get a new opportunity. And there is an element coming back in here about work. There's something perhaps about work, or like in this, it might be a business community group, or it could be a project, it could be a charity that you're working in, and there's just somebody that just kind of steals the joy. There feels like there's no tower moment in here. There's no sudden hard fast change that's going to be put upon you. It feels that there is a working out for yourself of what you want. What is your milk and honey? How do you regain your confidence? How do you have confidence to move beyond this person and move to somewhere that either is more organized, or you want to organize your future, because you become really acutely aware of what triggers you. What is you reacting to somebody as opposed to them causing you to react. So really working out what's right for you and how much you're holding yourself back because you're tolerating this person, or because you butt up against them and you try to meet them head on, but they're not self-aware enough to ever be able to have a balanced decision, whereas you can. So the message in here really is about freeing yourself. It's about having the confidence to free yourself from this person. So what will your social circle look like next year? That is down to you to make the choice to have the confidence to move to something that is more fun, the land of milk and honey, the social circle that you want, that doesn't have people that are controlling. But if there's something about people that are controlling energetically, then there's something about you that might be triggering that in them or in yourself, perhaps about how you interact with this person, or perhaps you just tolerate them a lot and more than is comfortable. And if they're immovable, then liberation might come with overcoming your fears of moving, finding your tribe who really get you. Cooperation and teamwork and creativity really feel like they're the things that bring you joy. But perhaps you don't feel confident enough yet to go and move yourself to a group of people where you will feel that, but you'll just feel so much better. You'll feel so much better in harmony and just enjoy, you'll feel much more free on your actions when you liberate yourself. So that's it really, pile number one. It's a pretty short, very straightforward reading. I'm just going to get you 3 more cards to see Okay, so it's next year. We know what it's going to be like. We know that it's going to be free, but it is about you taking action to do that. It is about you moving forward and seeing the beauty in who you are. So there's an element of it's kind of up to you to want to do this. But we're just going to let's just get 3 more cards and just see what else is going to come through for you about this, to give a bit of extra guidance or a bit of extra support. And I've got these energy theme cards here actually from Tober as well. So I'm just getting a couple of these. And we have got here third eye and body. Okay. I am getting from this that you are actually, I think you might be, what is causing, there's an observation that's coming through, which is what is maybe causing this kind of headbutting with this person, is that you've got really, really high vision. We had that eagle rising up above here. You see and hear and express your truth. And you see things at a very high perspective, and this person only sees what's in front of them. So if you can understand how their perspective works, they're so grounded in their headspace that they can't see a bigger picture. They just can't get there, and they probably will never get there. Whereas I think there's an element of here of understanding just how powerful your psychic capability is, your intuitive capability, and that will actually give you a lot of liberation and freedom and confidence as well. Yeah, star. It's time to rise your star. It's just like, yeah, okay, you're holding yourself back. Knight of Cups, love it. And we've got the Queen of Swords. This is all about seeing yourself in a different light, seeing yourself for how incredibly beautiful you are, and stop hiding yourself, your own light, your own visibility behind somebody who just can't see the world in the same way that you do. They don't process information in the same way. If this person is somebody who is like a romantic connection to you, you're actually a very, very romantic energy. Like, you love romance, but this person is just far more practical. They're just more mental. They don't have that emotional capacity to embody feelings in the same way that you do. They're kind of stuck in their body mentally, but not in their feeling body. So you've got there's a real clarity of thought here that's about nurturing your thoughts, being really clear about what will romance your life, romance you, make you feel very, very topped up, moving to a social circle where there's a lot more fun, there's a lot more free-flowing energy, there's maybe more romance if that's what you're after, and letting your star start to shine, because this person is suppressing it and compressing it. But here we've got this energy. It's like with the telescope. It's like, first you need to identify that in yourself. Like, find the confidence to see that you are able to see and experience and deliver the world in a different way. Particularly, you might just be much, much more organized. But organize your thoughts, organize your life, organize you about where you want to go, and your social circle will effectively be anything that you want it to. The key here, I think, for you, pal number one, is to aim true and aim high based on how capable you are, and then you won't end up kind of in the situation that that's coming into focus. You need to bring into focus. I'm just going to pause and bring that into focus. 2 seconds. There we go. Bring into focus your capability, your ambition. It's just come through my head that this could be some kind of, for some of you it might be relevant, there could be some kind of maybe acting club, for example, the social circle that you're part of, like a theatre group, and actually you're incredibly capable, or maybe a dancing group or a performance group, and you're just exceptionally capable, but there's somebody who thinks that they're the bee's knees and you kind of hide under that. Or there might be somebody who they are, I don't know, an orchestra conductor, for example, who's just like very dominant and doesn't want to allow you to shine, and they're holding you back. So in a year's time, you might join a different orchestra and you will become the lead soloist or the lead, the leader of that orchestra or the leader of the performer. And there's just a confidence in this. There's just like organizing yourself for what you want, and that will set you free because you've got a vision for yourself that you need to embody for yourself. Whereas you're working with somebody who just honestly, they can't see the world the same way that you do, and they're not really ever going to be able to express that for themselves, to themselves, let alone see you. And don't rely on them to deliver the talent or the strategy that you have for yourself. If they're a coach, so that's the other thing that's coming through. If they're a coach, for example, for you, you may need to think about how you can move yourself forward. Okay, that's what is coming through. All right, pile number 1, I'm going to leave it there. All the best with this situation. You are a star. You're a rising star. I think you kind of intuitively in your heart know that. And it's just building the confidence now to move around any obstacles, because it's your life. You've got a gift. This person doesn't have that gift, and the world needs to see it, and they want to see it. And whatever you're doing, it's super talented. So be objective and be truthful to yourself about what you want. And then in a year's time, your social circle will really, really reflect that liberated, joyful energy. Okay, I really hope that helps. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. We chose this card of Thief, and we have got a spider's web here. And the question is, what will your social circle look like next year? We've got this Thief has got a light attribute, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Shadow attribute, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So we're just going to focus on the social circle now, the energy that's coming through, and then what's it's going to be like in a year's time. So it does feel like you're kind of caught in a web of people who are quite self-orientated, and this could be a business club, a business network. This could be something to do with work, and the reason I'm getting that is just about the money and the power. Like somebody energetically, people might it's like I'm getting the energy of a flasher here, but you know, somebody might flash their heart at you and say, hey, come and work, come and join us. You know, we'll look after you, but then very quickly they kind of hide that away again. So you kind of get drawn into the idea that you're going to be looked after, and then you get caught in this web of people who are just really about draining you for your energy. And this could be any situation. So although we got a social circle, you know, we spend a lot of time socially at work, we spend a lot of time socially with friends, we might be in like business community networks, for example, or we might be in like sports or rambling, or like the clubs, like kind of club energies where pay a fee and we'll look after you and you'll have a great time, but you pay the fee and you go along, and actually nobody's really interested in you. They're just kind of interested in, you know, what they can get out of you. I'm getting this energy of like, even, you know, you get these Facebook groups that are you know, come and join us and you can promote yourself, and actually all it is somebody who just wants to self-promote their business, and they're not really giving you anything in return. Even if you're not paying any money for it, it just feels like there's like you might actually be part of quite a few of these kind of groups. So they take a lot of energy from you, but don't give a huge amount of energy back. So what will your social circle look like next year? So let us put that here. That's the scene setting of what we've got going on energetically. In fact, I'm going to leave that there. What we did with the other one was get another archetype card for pile number 1. We'll do that in a minute. We might just get a little bit more scene setting energy actually coming through. Well, we'll see what these cards have to say. That one will just go there. We have got, I listen to the voice of my body. It lets me know exactly what I need. We've got movement helps my energy and emotions to flow. And we have got, I forgive and release the past to heal my life. Yeah, though you've been entangled in something, pile number 2, which has, it's been draining. It's been emotionally draining, but it's also been, I think, quite physically draining. And it feels like your life force is coming back. It's you're shaking yourself free of this spider's web. We've got a moth rising. I've just done a moth keeps appearing a lot, keys keep, but there's a lot of energy transfer between the Pisces energy and what's going on in here. I had a peacock today as well, and there is this intuition, so that's kind of leading to the fact that there's a lot of intuition starting to really come to life inside of you, and it's kind of just bubbling up, and that intuition, that kind of power of knowing who you are as opposed to thinking who you need to be in order to fit in with lots of people. As you become more and more powerful in your intuitive energy, then you become free from this web of pleasing other people. This could be a family circle as well. And there's a lot of releasing that needs to come with that. There's a lot of processing your feelings. There's a lot of just going inside and saying, why did I let that happen? It's okay. I'm allowed to accept myself as I am. Okay, I feel like, actually, I wonder why this was here. I feel like you're kind of letting the Pandora's box open about your feelings about what's right for you as opposed to what's right for other people. And here we've got, my mind is clear as a still lake. So in a year's time, you're going to be, or you're really clearing, actually, that's going to stay there. This is what's happening for you right now. You're getting real clarity on what it is that you want, who you want in your life, what you're going to accept, and what you want. I think I almost feel like life's a blank canvas for you. As you become free from this web, you'll suddenly find a lot of choices. And maybe that's a fear. It's like there's almost too much choice. Okay. Trickster. Yeah, you're worried. Okay, there's fear. You have fear, pile number 2. Light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness and predictable behavior. Shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. I'm getting this energy of better the devil you know. So this, I'm actually going to leave this up here. Part of the reason perhaps that you haven't managed to free yourself completely from the web of other people's expectations is that I think you're just worried that you're going to get the same again, like you're just going to go out of one web and go into another web, and maybe you just have a little bit of a history of a dance of finding yourself being drawn into what you think is great situations, like that, you know, the heart, the flasher, but actually they flash their heart and you end up being drawn into another circumstance. But you're freeing yourself from this, like you're becoming very clear, and there's an energy here of just clearing your mind. So your social circle in a year's time, please, Tober, can we have the right card? Child wounded, light attributes, awakened compassion and desire to serve. Wounded child opens the learning and path of forgiveness. And we have shadow attributes, blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. What I'm getting from this in the social circle next year is that actually you're going to be in a very healing energy. You're going to be really vibing with people who have in fact, you might be helping people who've kind of like been through this entanglement. It does feel very kind of like, feels like it's been going on all your life, actually, pile number 2. Like you kind of, it's almost like you've never really been able to free yourself from the entanglement of your, you know, childhood expectations to be a certain way, behave a certain way, perhaps a domineering family member. And that's just kind of carries through your life energetically. There's some healing going on in here. So you're going to find yourself very still. You're going to find your place in a community where you really feel like you can heal all those childhood wounds, fertility. Let all take root, seed and sprout. Let new life be all about. I love that. And there's this kind of new life here as well. Yeah, some of you might be involved in children, a community that's involved in helping children in some way. I'm not necessarily getting a mother vibe going on in here. That might resonate with some of you. What I'm getting is that you're really vibing with the energy of the younger generation and how to help them not have to navigate some of the difficult challenges that you've had to navigate through your kind of upbringing and the web that had tangled you into life. Wow, victory, I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. Okay, so whatever happens in a year's time, you are going to feel free. You're going to feel with a tribe that vibes with you. You're going to be able to use your skill to help the next generation not be tangled in the web of, you know, you must conform. Okay, we've got 3 tarot to start with, and we'll go back for some more. The Queen of Wands, lovely. 8 of Wands, lovely. And 9 of Swords. As soon as you let go of the fears of being tricked into a yet another group that will suck you in and take more than they give to you, as soon as you know that that's in your power with this Queen of Wands energy, that the actions you take are strong, like that the Queen energy is nurturing and emotionally mature, but they're also a very strong energy. Like a Queen is a strong energy. So you will take actions that will nurture you, that will bring you speedy change. And the trick to this, to get the victory, to be amongst a group that like really feels like you can embody your ideas, embody helping other people not to go through this energy that you've had to go through. It's just letting go of your fear that you're going to end up in another situation that's the same. I mean, it's I was going to say it's almost as simple as that, but it is a releasing, and there's a big processing going on in here, and you will have victory, pile number 2. In a year's time, you will be with people who don't make you feel like you have to wade through the tanglement of their kind of like their challenges. We've got this big moth has kind of broken its way out of the web, and it's flying free, and you will be at peace, but you have to make peace with your thoughts. You have to make peace with your thoughts that you're not going to be tricked again. And that is down to you understanding yourself and taking actions and being really, really clear about your boundaries. Okay, I'm just going to move these off, and I'm going to just get some more tarot cards. I'm going to pop that up there. I'm going to get a couple of Tober's energy theme cards. And then another row of tarot. We've got that one and that one. Just to give you a bit more guidance about this alignment and growth. Align yourself with your heart's desires. Speak those desires to yourself. This alignment energy is somewhere between green and throat. So green heart chakra and blue throat chakra is like a bluey green. Align your thoughts with your actions. I'm going to take that one off as well. Don't like you on my board. Get rid of the energy that you don't want in your life by responding to it differently. Change your thoughts about the fact that you won't be tricked, because if you align yourself with your heart-led purpose and speak your truth, grow your psychic, grow your intuitive capability, and trust your intuition as opposed to what your mind kind of thinks that it should do to please others. That's just coming into focus for you. You're going to claim victory. A bit more tarot on this. And we have got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, so we have got the World, we've got the Hanged Man, we have got the 4 of Pentacles, we've got the King of Cups, lovely, and we've got the Emperor. Wow, okay. I love this. Pile number 2. When you tame that pesky thought and use your intuition as well, grow your intuitive capability, bring yourself into alignment with your passion and speak the truth to yourself about what will bring you into alignment with yourself, the world is your oyster. There will be almost like a completion of a cycle of life that has really meant you going in to understand yourself, to go through an awakening, to really let go of the web and change your perspective about how much that web has been around you because of how you've interacted with it and how it has not let you be true to yourself. So the fears of what's happened in your past and that trickster energy are being portrayed on your future, because there's something about you don't trust other people, quite rightly, but you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition and grow your intuitive muscle, that you will be okay. You will make the right decisions. You will, because you just become so strong. Look at this. We've got the King of Cups and we've got the Emperor. It's about maturing the connection, leading from your emotional body, and then being prepared to stand up for yourself when you need to. Like the Emperor is an authoritative figure, and they also sometimes use really direct energy to get what they need. And here with the 4 of Pentacles, it's like securing, like being greedy with your time, being greedy with, like, keep to yourself what you need instead of giving so much of yourself away, and taking ownership of your emotions, and then being prepared to be really, really direct and firm with people who might want to try to take from you. Okay, so there's a real element of what's the right word? Self-empowerment. Not for you. Yeah. And just say to people, like, my energy is not for you. And that's how you're going to have victory. My energy and my future is not yours. It's mine. That's the message here, as in yours, not mine. You know what I mean? Okay, pile number 2. This is a real empowerment message. Your social circle in next year will be anything that you want it to be, but it won't be It won't be a web that you have to get out of. It will be free. It will be full of people who just vibe with the freedom that you're seeking. Four of Swords, just to finish off some extra advice. The Fool and the Lovers. Wow, beautiful. All right. What a great end. What a great end to your reading. Take your time. Self-love is the key. When you master self-love, we're going from the World to the Fool. This is the end of a cycle of allowing other people's energy to trap you. The Fool is a new beginning. It's the start of a new cycle, and that new cycle starts with self-love at its heart and center, and it's going to bring you in your social circle people, choices about people that will really vibe with you. For some of you who want it, there will be a romantic relationship in there too. But your social circle is going to be full of people that you choose to have around you who get you, as opposed to people who just want to take from you. And that is all about self-love. It's all about understanding. It's all about allowing and giving yourself permission to recover from any wounding, and just knowing that you have the strength to let go of those thoughts. It's this empowerment. It's all about self-empowerment. Otherwise, you will end up in another web, because you're letting other people take power over you. But that's not where you're at. Pile number 2, you've done with that. You've had enough. You've had that completion cycle. You're ready for a new cycle, a new phase, but you're elevated. The Fool starts again after the World in a more elevated, more conscious understanding about themselves and what they will and won't accept. So say to anyone who isn't turning up with your best interests at heart, then basically, I'm not for you, or your behavior is not for me. Okay. That is, your social circle will be amazing. It'll be completely new. It'll be like a renewed start. Understand self-love, and people who love you for that self-love will come to you. That's the key, is being really clear about who you are and how amazing you are. Okay. Pile number 2, I really hope that helps. I'm going to finish there, and thank you so much for this reading. Okay, take care. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose this card of Mediator and this key charm. And it says here, light attributes, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. And shadow attribute, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Pile number 3, you have a key to helping people find more self-awareness. And we're asking here today, what will your social circle look like next year? What I'm getting the vibe here is that you're actually going to be a key player in some kind of social circle. You might even be a key player in that already. You might actually be creating a social circle where you're teaching people how to understand themselves better, because you hold a lot of knowledge and you hold a lot of value that other people need to hear and need to understand. And here we've got somebody who, they're holding hands with other people, but it's almost like they're bound. It's like they're tied up. It's like their arms. I've got my arms waving here. It's like their arms are kind of tied by their side somehow. So maybe at this point in time, you feel that you're a little bit tied down to something that means that you can't yet go out and help people, or help build a social circle, or help a social circle. So we'll just get a bit more energy to explore that. But it feels like you're on a destined path to, bring more liberation into the world, full stop. In some way, shape or form. Those two just come flying out. So the social circle that you're involved in could be quite wide-ranging, but it does feel that you're energetically, you've got a key to something that will actually just help people unlock some of their own fears, some of their own beliefs. We have got, I have a healthy and stable foundation in my life. Yeah, you know how to you know what obstacles are, you know when to tackle them, you know when to go and find, you know when to go and climb a hill, and what days you don't climb a hill. You know when the weather's good or not, you know how to relax, you know how to put boundaries in between yourself and other people. So you've got a lot of strength and a lot of understanding about yourself and about how other people can actually interact in a better way as well. I accept my life exactly as it is. Wow. Pile number 3, you're really tuned into yourself. My thoughts are empowering and loving. Yeah. Wow. Okay. You're a really balanced energy, pile number 3, and you're a really fair energy. Shifting my chair there, sorry if you feel things bouncing up and down. It's like, yeah, you can draw people in. It's like, right, settle down, come and have a chat with me. I can help you sort your life out. That's your energy. But it's coming from a place of fairness. You don't try and impose yourself on anybody. You just see things. You see things clearly, and yeah, you've got a lot of self-mastery. There's a lot of self-mastery. Your energy is very easy, and it's very giving, but it's kind of straight to the point as well. Like you see really clearly where people are kind of getting in the way of themselves. Psychic protection around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. Okay, love that. All right, and we have new beginnings. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. Wow. Pile number 3, we're asking what your social circle will look like next year. I think you're going through some kind of transformational process about your own current circumstances, your own life. You might be thinking about giving up a job to go and set up a energy orientated business, a wellness business, a self-worth, energy tuning, teaching, mentoring business, anything that's really helping people to become more self-aware. But I think you're going through it's like you're exiting something to move towards something. We've got the 4-4 here, which is a card of protection. So you're being very protected by the universe, and we got here psychic protection. On both sides here, we've got protection. So your current circumstances feels like you're in quite a protected space for you, because there seems to be a transition to where you are going to help create protected space for other people. And maybe you've got something going on as a side hustle. Maybe you're protecting animals. Maybe you're protecting the space of animals in nature, for example. Where it just feels like where you're at this point in time is giving yourself the space and the freedom to embody what it is that you want to do with this capability. We've got the light coming in, shining in here. It's like you're lighting up your inner light. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's like the world is light. The world is going to help bring you some enlightenment. You're going through a phase of enlightenment. And perhaps you were enlightened, but there's another upgrade. Okay, that's what's coming through. It feels like there's another level of upgrade that might be coming to you that will help you protect yourself before you go out into the world and help protect other people. Or if you're already helping protect other people and teach them about self-empowerment, you're about to go through yet another level of upgrade. So it's quite important that you look after your energetic space, because in a year's time, your social circle is going to be even bigger and more impactful. You're going to be helping a lot of people in one way or another, even if that's just showing up in your energy and people are kind of rippling out from that. Breathe and imagine. Yeah, you're good. Pile number 3, you're going through some kind of upgrade. The universe is bringing that to you. You're ready for something. You're ready for another level of understanding and awareness about energy, about your connection to source energy, about just when you think you know something, here comes another download, and it's like, oh my goodness. So wow. I'm in the presence of energy that is very highly involved. Okay, those 4 want to come out. I'm going to put them somewhere here. Okay, so we've got 4 cards to start with. Queen of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the 6 of Cups. Yeah, you're going through this process of being very, very joyful in your actions, but perhaps, for example, perhaps you've got this incredible capability, but it's still a little bit of a side hustle. And there's an iteration of growing and being patient with yourself. Perhaps some of you also have children to look after. There's a balance it's about how do you take all of this skill that you have, and it's like it's almost inevitable that you're going to be using it for something, for some purpose, or you already are, but there's going to be an up leveling. For example, perhaps you provide spiritual guidance to people on an individual basis, but you're moving towards being able to do that on a group basis, and then from a group basis you might end up moving towards doing that on a an event, like a big event basis, for example. And it feels that there's a step process that's going through, and at each step it's just like you find the joy in doing something new. Then you have to kind of really work out how to make sure that you look after yourself in that takes some introspection. You get a new perspective and you're ready, and you might either have to look after children, but also you just have to be really careful that you are finding the joy in that step before you move to the next step. And that is like, you grow your container of what you can achieve and what you can receive. So you're going through this like step change upgrade, and your social circle next year is going to be vastly wider and bigger and full of people who vibe with your energy. But at each upgrade, there is how do I protect my energy? How do I make sure I don't get drained? How do I make sure I enjoy this, the integrity, the happiness? And each step you take time out, you breathe, you make sure you understand what it is that you're going to go to next. You get all of your kind of energy in balance, and then you go forward again. And the key to your balance is to work with yourself very closely, if that makes sense, because you're already doing that. Okay, next level of cards, 8 of Wands, the Lovers, the King of Cups, and the Emperor. These are almost identical cards to pile number 2, and it's a completely different reading. It's a completely different message. And I shuffled the cards in between, and that's amazing. So there's this repeat energy going on. There's a lot of repetition. I'm finding, like keys came out several times in Pisces energy. I think there's just this deep dive energy going on, which is surfacing the same sort of things, which is there's a lot of intuition coming to the surface. There are people who are really being clear about the choices they want to make, about who they work with. They're being clear about, and this is what's coming through for you here, that things can shift really, really quickly for you. When you're ready, as soon as you're ready, things will shift quickly for you. Messages inbound. And this is all about your energy. As soon as your energy is ready, it will shift. And your energy is ready when it's in balance. For any of you who want a romantic partnership, there might be one coming in for you. That's not really how I'm reading this. What I'm getting is that you are being really discerning about choosing to work with people who won't take you off track, or if they do take you off track, it's a track that you want to go on. It's like you're not going to, you can see clearly whether it's a good day to go and climb a mountain, and you're very clear about which mountain you choose and who comes with you, because you're very, very tuned into your emotions. You've also got your masculine and feminine energy in balance, and here we got a feminine energy and a masculine energy figure. You might be tuning into somebody else. As I said, this could be a partnership who's very in tune with each other, but you're not taking any you're not taking any, I want to say, BS from anybody. Okay, you're not allowing anybody else's need to control override what your purpose is. So this self-mastery is, I just come back to it, pile number 3, hats off to you, because it's really, really, really strong, because you're so in tune with your emotions. You're being very emotionally led for what you want, but you're grounding that really strongly into, I'm only going to choose what's right for me. So you've got that power, you've got that structure, you've got that leadership, and you're not prepared to be very firm about it, because you know exactly what you want emotionally, and you know exactly who you want to work with, and you know what speed you want that to happen. The thing is that the universe can shift things very quickly when you're ready, and sometimes you might not know you're ready. You know what I'm getting the vibe from here, Pisces, sorry, pile number 3. What I'm getting the vibe from here, some of you might be Pisces, what I'm getting the vibe from this is that, I lost my train of thought there now. What I'm getting this is that you're ready for a level up with this new beginnings card going on in here, but it really feels like it's going to be on your terms. You know, sometimes there's no Tower card, the universe isn't bringing you something sudden and unexpected. you're magicking in opportunities, and it's like you're really mastering manifestation, because the new beginning comes when you're energetically ready for it. And it's like, I feel like you know how to work with energy really, really closely. Okay, we're just going to get some final guidance from you, from Tober here for you about this message. So this is about your social circle next year. I kind of feel it's going to be anything you want it to, but I think it's going to be very powerful. I think you're going to attract people who resonate with you at a kind of like almost like I'm getting a spiritual leadership level, and I think you're going to attract people who are going to learn from you as well. Okay, imposter syndrome and health. That's really helpful. So what's the catch here? You might not feel that you're as advanced as you are. So I just want to move that off the table, because you're very advanced. And you might be worried that you might be teaching about health. Okay, so that might be a change for you from your current career. You might want to teach about health and emotional, psychic health, for example. And you feel perhaps you don't have the qualification for it. Energetically, oh my God, yes, you do. That might be something you want to move into. Or you might be wanting to move into something, but perhaps you're worried about your health. And the thing is, you're so in tune with yourself. Just stay in tune with yourself and breathe, and you will be okay. You'll know, like you'll just know when you can move forward and not move forward. I just want you to know energetically that you're very advanced in whatever you think you may or may not need to know about. You've found a lot of the keys that other people haven't found, and they want to have those keys from you. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and Justice. You have mastered something. You will find balance in all of this, and how to balance this capability that you have discovered, you've mastered, you're embodying this self-mastery, helping other people with self-mastery, or helping other people with what it is as a skill you have mastered. You will be able to balance this. It's almost like, I'm getting the energy, it's like you can't not do something with it, because your life wouldn't feel like it's in balance. It would feel out of balance if you went back to doing what you were doing full time, or like the imposter syndrome that's holding you back. You would end up actually having health problems if you didn't move forward. Excuse me. There's a wee cough there. So you're worried about maybe just starting to voice that throat chakra energy. You need to voice this to yourself. With the Queen of Swords, it's about communication. It's about communicating to yourself in a way that's nurturing, that's kind, that's emotionally really in tune with yourself. Getting hold of your thoughts that think you're not worthy, and just knowing that you've mastered something, knowing that you can move forward. That you've got a magical gift, and that magical gift is a key to help other people. It might be to help animals. What's coming through is an example is animal communication. You know, you might have been studying that for a while, particularly with this deer here, with the energy coming down. You can see, you know, you're very in tune and embodied, but there's something that's just been holding you back. However, the key to you feeling like you have balance in your life is to know that you have mastered this skill, and just get a hold of those thoughts and start to plan what that future is, plan what you're going to do with this capability. Imagine what it's going to be like. Breathe, take stock of your life. You might be worried about energetic protection, but know that you're being protected. Look, we've got this download of universal energy coming through here. And it's almost like, I think your health would perhaps suffer if you didn't do something with it. So what's your social circle going to look like next year? Very empowered, very full of people who vibe with your energy, people who are masters and gurus of what they do, because you are too. And you won't be an imposter. You will be celebrated for the fact that you're bringing some key and some knowledge, and you have this really balanced energy about you, and the rest of your social circle will also be people who just want to learn from you, who want to understand what that key to self-mastery is, to help them find balance in their lives, to listen. People really want to listen to what you have to say. Okay, pile number 3, that's amazing reading. Hats off to you, because you've done a lot of work to get to this place, and you're doing a power of good in this world. Just do it at your pace. Grow your container as and when you're ready. Do it at your pace, and life's just going to shift the way that you want it to, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.